Hello there, my very good friends. On today's After News, Becky Lynch has had enough of you WWE fans.
I'll tell you why the Jey Uso angle wasn't on Monday Night Raw.
WWE stars react to shorter PLEs.
And TNA and WWE stars are heading to AAA. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the After News.
First things first, let's talk about Becky Lynch. She was on the Raw recap yesterday, and she's shooting, sort of. She's just going in. She's talking all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, everyone got it
about the fans. And Bailey, who she says has to pay $100 to text her best friend.
That's a good line.
That's quite funny. That's good. Now, of course, the vast majority of this stuff is in character, but given that Becky Lynch is somebody who has never been shy of speaking her mind, on out of character manners, you can probably assume that she was exorcising some real demons here and getting some real thoughts out there as part of all of this. So the two parts that we're going to cover today are how wrestling fans treat veteran women on WWE's roster, and also the Becky Hogan nickname. Let's talk about the double standard first of all. But she was comparing and contrasting how like veteran male wrestlers and veteran female wrestlers are treated by the audience. Here's what she said. I'll continue to do what I'm doing. I'll be great. I'll just beat all these younger and newer people. It's not hard, but for some reason, it seems to be hard. It seems to be harder on the women's roster. Like, look at the men's. Who do you got that's hot and young over there? None. You got a bunch of old lads beating each other up. Yeah, I mean, the world title feud has a combined age of like 95 or something like so that. Fair enough. And then she kind of brought it a little bit closer to home, saying, nobody's saying, oh, move over CM Punk, move over Seth Rollins. Nobody's saying that, but they're saying it to me. So who's the bad guy? Why am I supposed to move over? Comes at a time when these WWE releases just happened, and one of the reported reasons for that was that, according to Dave Meltzer's reporting, was that WWE saw people as on too high a salary for their age and they weren't going to be used again. So you have people coming out with nonsense like Dakota Kai is too old at 37.
Jesus.
It was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, what a crap timing of the release. But yeah, you get all kinds of stuff like that. And look, she might have been working here, but I think there's an element of truth to this.
Yeah.
For some reason, there is this insane double standard when it comes to both. Obviously, everyone's different, right? And everyone ages differently and all of this stuff. And a wrestler can be great in their 60s, as Sting proved. Sometimes wrestlers burn out in their 30s.
Yeah.
But, like, why does it make sense for a female wrestler who's in their mid-30s to be branded old or whatever? It's nonsense. It's a complete double standard, and she's totally correct. Let's move on to the Hulk.
It works. Sorry, just a quick word on that. It works quite nicely with her character right now. Obviously, she's fighting Lyra Valkyria, who is one of these up-and-comers. But yeah, I completely agree with her. Don't get me wrong. I wanted Tiffany Stratton to beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, for example. But that wasn't because of like, oh God, these old people holding all these other young talents. And I just thought it would be more beneficial for Tiffany than it would be for Charlotte to win that. And Charlotte wins, in my opinion, a lot more than Becky does. And like, Becky's been away. The whole point is she's been away for a year. She had a kid and wants to do family stuff, which is completely fair enough. So it's not like she was holding down all the big positions because there was a year there where anyone could have grabbed that brass ring, I suppose. Yeah. But also, no, to talk about this Becky Hogan thing, 'cause it's a load of bollocks.
Yeah, I mean, people don't understand what a push is these days.
Or a story, apparently.
Yeah, people don't understand what a push is and the story is and all of this, and a star for that matter. But yeah, she was talking about the Becky Hogan nickname, which is something people with usually Liv Morgan avatars and like Roman Reigns avatars and stuff like that call her.
Was a funny meme over WrestleMania weekend with the Bret Hogan thing. Yeah. Because it's Vegas.
Yeah, it was funny. But Becky said to that, I'm the bad guy. All I've done is be lovely. I wear the scars of what I've done on my body. I wear them with pride because of all I've given back. And these people go and compare me to the scummiest person on earth.
Yeah, don't compare them.
Yeah, after everything I've done, I'm the bad guy. Obviously, again, a bit of in-character stuff there. But yeah, like, people say it about Rhea Ripley as well. Rhea Hogan. It's like anytime someone wins 3 matches in a row, they're suddenly Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
It's complete nonsense.
Is this the you know, like we always talk about, they need to do this more, and then often in wrestling it goes far too far the other way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is this us going, well, you don't need to stop doing so much 50-50 booking? Oh, they never lose!
Yeah. That's exactly
Well,
what
they
it
do.
is. That's exactly what it is. It's younger fans who've come up in a 50-50 booking era who think that should be how it's done all the time.
Maybe you're right.
When in reality, if you want to build stars, they kind of have to win a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, your top stars should almost never lose. And look, to call Becky Lynch that is mental. I think she was very beneficial to NXT last year when she was down there.
And guess what? Guess what she did on her way out? Lost.
Yeah, and guess what she's going to do at some point in this feud? It might not be in the first match. It might not be in the second. By the end of it, she is probably going to put Lyra Valkyria over.
She already has, in terms of like Lyra's promo game has come on leaps and bounds, or has at least been showcased in these recent weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember when she won the tag titles at WrestleMania, literally one day, people were like, she politicked Bayley out of the match and all this.
I honestly, sometimes I love
crazy.
wrestling right now, but it's right all the time. But sometimes it really winds me up when people were like, "You've taken this WrestleMania spot away from Bayley." That's the point.
Yes.
That's the point. You attacked her in storyline, so that people would be pissed off, and Bayley quite rightly would be pissed off, saying, last year I was, winning the world title at WrestleMania. This year I couldn't even get on the card because you beat the crap out of me backstage. And guess what? She'll be at next year's WrestleMania. She's going to be classed there as well. It's a story! It's not the same as, the Hogan-Brett thing, which was literally, brother, I'm coming back, I'm winning the world title.
It's mental.
By the way, I'm just going to nip out my jet ski.
Oh no, I've been hit in the face by my jet ski. Right in the eyeball. Oh no.
Or as I like to call it, my ski jet.
Yeah.
Check out this morning's news for more Hulk Hogan bashing. Yeah, Becky Lynch's class, and if you disagree with me, you're wrong. There you go.
Yeah,
it's that simple, isn't it?
It's part of like there's a kind of a subsect. I call it a little cult of fans who, when someone wins 2 matches in a row, they're suddenly getting a Hulk Hogan push. Who came up in the 50-50 booking era, and they prioritize things like moments over actual feuds, and it's like that to me is a very not a way I like to engage with wrestling. It is. And you just look at the crap Becky got after WrestleMania, when in actual fact she jobbed out one night later. Like, they lost the titles. It was all in
service of a quite clear heel turn that they wrapped up immediately. It wasn't like, why did they take Bayley out of it? Because Becky attacked her. She revealed she attacked her on the Raw after that.
Exactly. But when are they going to get their WrestleMania moment? This is what the fans truly care about.
She won the world title last year's WrestleMania, did Bayley. I agree she should have main evented at some point in her career, but anyway.
It's all right.
Well, I'll tell you what did have a great WrestleMania moment this year, and that was Jey Uso, obviously defeating Gunther to become World Heavyweight Champion. And going forward, he is going to be defending that World Heavyweight title against Logan Paul. Almost lost it on Raw, defended against Seth Rollins, CM Punk return. We talked all about it yesterday. But, there was a big thing post Monday Night Raw where Jey Uso got sparked out by Logan Paul. He was in a hood, he was hiding in the crowd, he was wearing a Sting mask. Maybe not that last bit. But he chinned Jey Uso to take him out and to remind people, this feud's still going on. Forget about Seth Rollins for the time being. But people were like, what? You've got Netflix. Why wouldn't you put this on Netflix? Well, apparently, according to Wrestling Observer Radio, WWE simply wanted to surprise people with the angle. I think it would be better to push it via social media, hence why that's exactly what they did. And I kind of like that. I kind of like the fact that of them trying some different things and also, if you're in the arena, that was kind of like a special moment for you.
Yeah.
Cameras have gone off. You're like, oh my God, no one else can see this. And then subsequently, I know WWE would have one person literally there. Yeah. His sole job is to get a good shot of Jey Uso getting chinned. But nevertheless, I quite like this. I agree with him on this one. I get it. If it had been like a full match, then that's slightly different.
Yeah, it was 30 seconds,
and it got a bit of buzz, got people talking.
To Mars, 30 seconds to Mars. Ooh. What do you think of them?
I think, which ones, are they Jared Leto's?
Yeah, one? Kill. He has a song that goes, kill. I don't know the rest.
Not really a fan.
Not for me.
Speaking of Mars, though, actually, you reminded me, and I think I've told you this before, if not, I want to see your reaction on camera. You know the Mars Volta?
Yeah, yes, I do.
My dad's a huge fan of theirs.
Nice.
He's been to see them about 5 times.
That's awesome.
Yeah. My dad's way cooler than me.
Mars Volta's kind of penis music.
Yeah.
It's like, but respect.
Yeah.
That's fun. I like a lot of penis music myself. Tool, for example.
Yes.
It's a good shout. Yeah, good stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
What
Jey
was the
Uso
story
getting
about?
chinned on social media.
Yeah. What kind of music do you think Jey Uso listens to? I bet he doesn't listen to prog.
Fiend by
Fiend by Travis Scott. And his entrance music over and over. He likes Fiend and Yeet. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. The mind cannot comprehend. What was this story again? Jey Uso. Oh yeah, why they did it on why they did it after Raw. Bit of buzz, bit of social traffic, I guess. Fine, yeah, cool, whatever. Also, it's easier to make a video out of it when you didn't see it on Raw. So from our standpoint, Bazinger.
Thanks, guys.
As they say on How I Met Your
Maybe listens to
Mother.
Mike Skinner, but instead of calling them the streets, he calls them the Yeets.
Oh, there you go. He likes his favorite. I don't know. I was trying to come up with someone called Peter so I could call him Yeeter, but it's tough. Pete Yeet Tong. It's all gone Yeet Tong. Gee whiz, this is what a day we've had
We're
here.
only halfway through.
Yeah, what a day we've had here. It's gonna be a good match.
Check out the Hogan news this morning.
Check out the Hogan news.
Where it all went off the rails.
I mean, there are still people who stand up for Hulk Hogan. I think it's funny. Look, no one's denying how important he was for wrestling history or anything like that. And look, I love Hogan versus The Rock. It might be my favorite WrestleMania match ever. But the guy is an idiot.
Yeah. Two things can be true.
Yeah, and he lies all the time. And then he gets really easy to remember names wrong.
Yeah.
So, it's like, what Benjamin Shelton?
Yeah.
Come on. It's like calling Kane Kanye or something. Actually, that'd be quite funny.
The Undertaker and Kanye. You two have got a lot in common, actually.
The Overtaker.
I think Paul Logan would never have been as successful as Logan Paul.
No.
Hi guys, I'm Paul Logan. Why no one subscribe to my channel?
Paul Logan works down your local chippy.
Yeah.
Oh,
shout out to any Paul Logans out there.
Yeah, Paul Logan.
My cousin's called Paul. He's not watching. So I don't know I've said hello.
Okay, Paul.
He just says, how's the wrestling going whenever we see each other? Good?
It's good, yeah. I've been training for the WrestleMania main event.
I'm ready, boss. Put me in.
Let's talk about shorter PLEs. Well,
yes.
I mean, I guess the run times are still quite long, but like match count, 5 matches, that's usually what they do if it's not WrestleMania.
Watch it the next day, skip through the adverts.
That's what I do. Fightful have WWE's kind of backstage reaction to this. They spoke to some wrestlers in WWE, and in terms of like the match count only being like 5, none of them are upset about it. Even though this means they would make a bit more money if they did work those shows, which would be more accessible if they did have more matches on them. It's not something that particularly worried
about getting buried.
Yeah, worried about getting buried, baby. So there you go. They don't care. They don't give a damn.
I'm not surprised either. I think everyone prefers this, to be perfectly honest. There's a middle ground to be struck. Like, we're not saying that, for example, I know the conversation always comes up around AEW shows. We're not saying that they should suddenly go from 12 matches to 5.
Yeah.
Somewhere nice in the middle, I think they can meet at, though. And, personally, as a consumer, I much prefer the shorter PLEs minus the adverts.
That's the thing, like...
And WWE have tried a lot more now. It's a very different world, obviously, to pay-per-view back in the day. Yeah. But they've tried to make, like, big matches on TV a thing again under Triple H, and it not just be like, we're not going to give you a finish, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, the TLC match was amazing. Dave went, I think, 5 stars on that, actually.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Which is amazing.
He did.
So there's that element to it all. And there's so many across everywhere. But, WWE has this month got... or in the next couple of months, got Backlash, Saturday Night's main event, and Money in the Bank before sort of mid-June.
In like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
So it's not like if you're not on this show, you'll be on this one.
Yeah, you'll be totally fine. My viewing experience varies depending on whether I watch it live or watch it on demand. If I can watch it live on demand, it's perfect because I can just skip all the video packages.
Got some great news for you, by the way.
Oh, let's do it.
So obviously we've got a big weekend coming up at the end of May. We have, most importantly, obviously NXT Battleground.
Obviously. Then
that's Saturday night's main event as well, I think.
That's right.
That weekend.
Same day.
And AEW Double or Nothing. 2 of those shows are on the Sunday. Oh no, we're gonna have to wake up at 1 a.m. No. It's a bank holiday the day after. So we'll be back on the Tuesday.
I mean, I'll be back on the Monday. Never mind that.
But in terms of watching the pay-per-views, a bit of an easier watch for us.
Yeah, easier stroll. But yeah, like, to kind of summarize the WWE pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you call it, I don't care. It's the same thing. Everyone knows. Yeah, bingo shows. I don't know. Big bingos. Yeah, so when I'm watching a WWE Big Bingo, if I'm watching it on demand, it's fine. I can just skip all the bloody vignettes for like Braun Strowman or someone else who hasn't, I use Braun as an example because there was a year or so ago where I was watching one and he hadn't been on TV in ages and he wasn't returning for ages and they just showed 5 minutes of footage. And it's
when they used to be on Peacock, I remember seeing Charlotte Flair coming back.
Yeah.
Why are they showing a package about her?
Yeah, and it's like, I like Braun, but this is weird.
Yeah.
But if I watch it live, for me personally, I don't like that experience of having to sit around for 15 minutes waiting for the next match. I hate that. Like, no, just give me some action.
Yeah.
A couple of minutes for it to sink in. This idea that you need 15 minutes for a breather is nonsense. It's like, what are you, a baby? Like, come on, just get to it. Let's go. Let it breathe for a couple of minutes. Get some reaction at ringside. Play the next video. Start the entrances. Stop messing about. I'm tired of this crap. So for me, if you took out all that fluff and put in like 2 more matches.
7 sounds about right.
7, 8, whatever. Keep it about 3 hours. I think that's a good length.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right, speaking of big shows, let's talk about the TNA and WWE stars heading to AAA. According to The Observer, Joe Hendry and the Hardy Boys are expected to be at AAA Triple Mania Regia?
I'm not sure.
Apologies.
Yeah, bad pronunciations.
We're never good at these sorts of things. No. And from WWE, you've got the Garzas. Again, I never know what we're calling them nowadays. Angel and Umberto. Berto. Yes. Sorry, I keep always.
Bertie.
I might always fight calling him full name Umberto Carrillo. Yeah. I was like, he doesn't go by that anymore. Yeah. Latin Lover announced that the SmackDown stars are going to be participating in the event that goes down on June 15th. Dave Meltzer said, "We've heard this." Latin Lover confirmed it. They're the only other names he said. The other names we've heard are the Hardys and Joe Hendry. I do like this whole melting pot of weird wrestling promotions swapping stars. I don't think long term how it's going to play out for certain groups. Yeah. But it's fun now, isn't it?
I don't like wrestling getting smaller. I don't like the consolidation of power. I don't like fewer people owning more. I think it's bad for the business. I mean, everyone knows I'm the cynic when it comes to this stuff. I don't care. I'm not changing my stance.
That's fair enough.
I don't think that AAA will exist in 3 years. Simple as that. But
he needs to put the title on El Grande Americana. Let's be honest. Yeah, he's a speed champion now.
Hopefully that storyline won't exist in 3 weeks.
Well, he did win the speed title on Cinco de Mayo, so.
Yeah. Good stuff. Hopefully they make another AI-generated video where all the people have 7 fingers in them. Yeah, great quality control there. Biggest company in the world. It'd probably be an alright show. Well, I mean, the thing about AAA is that the current AAA product for the past years, it's literally the worst wrestling product in the world.
Is it?
It's dog shit. Like, it's awful.
And they had Del Rio on there, so that makes sense.
So if you're going to look for, he's the mega champion. So if you look for one positive in all of this, maybe the shows will be better. Maybe. Because they won't be as, they'll maybe be booked by someone else that isn't Conan.
Yeah, Triple H, best booker in the world.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
But if you ever made any booking mistakes, maybe we could pinpoint them in a Talking Heads. Yeah.
Maybe we
came out just a few days ago.
Yeah, maybe it's on your screen as we wrap this
What?
Up.
Is that possible?
It is. But Cliff Notes, I don't like wrestling getting smaller. I don't think AEW, purchasing Ring of Honor and all this stuff.
No, I agree.
I'm not into it. Working relationships, good.
I think it's fun like I say, I'm stupid because I'm like, oh, cool, they're going to be on the AAA show.
Shiny thing.
And then it's like, oh, no, now you've ruined any possibility of like a big jump.
And now you've got like TNA, for example, is neutralized because it's working with WWE, which means that anyone who gets released by WWE has less bargaining power with them.
That's
because
the problem,
effectively in some ways a feeder league. This stuff sucks and it makes me a little bit worried, to be honest. But I think I've probably said my piece. You want to hear about some Triple H booking mistakes? They're on your screen right now. We would erase them from history. Would you erase them from history, or would you just complain about it on the internet like I just did? You've got both options available to you. So bye.
Bye.